I'm Victoria. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about peer pressure from the perspectives of logos, pathos, and ethos. First, logos. What is peer pressure? Peer pressure is when someone is influenced by those around them. This can happen because what other people are doing looks cool or fun, or you just want to be accepted and liked. It might also feel like no one will like or accept you unless you do these things, or dress this way, or eat that way. Most of the time, peer pressure is bad. However, it can be good. An example of good peer pressure is when your friends encourage you to do your homework or study. An example of bad peer pressure, the one that we're all familiar with and think of when we hear the term peer pressure, is when people get you to do something that you otherwise wouldn't do, such as steal, cheat, or use drugs or alcohol. Direct versus indirect peer pressure. Peer pressure can be direct or indirect. Direct peer pressure is when people you are with tell you that you should do something and might say things like, "Everyone's doing it." Indirect peer pressure is when you start doing something because you see other people doing it. An example of this would be starting to dress a certain way because a YouTuber that you watch dresses that way. Combating peer pressure. There are a few ways that you can combat peer pressure. The first thing you should do, think about it. Do you actually want to do it? Is it safe? What are the consequences, both short-term and long-term? If you are not sure or you just don't want to, then say no. But say it in a calm and respectful, yet confident and stern voice. That way they'll know that you mean it. Second, try to have a friend with you to help each other say no and give each other a confidence boost. Wow. Try changing the subject. If you feel uncomfortable, call a parent or a friend to come pick you up. Use your parents as an excuse. Say something like, "No, I can't do that. My mother will murder me." Now it's time for pathos. Refusing peer pressure. Standing up against negative peer pressure can be really scary. Although it's scarier to go against your morals and hurt others and or yourself. It's also scary when you disappoint your parents or other people who care about you. In my opinion, the worst person to disappoint is yourself. The fear of not being accepted. The fear of not being accepted plays a huge part in peer pressure, especially among teens. To try and avoid not being accepted, we tend to act like the people that we want to accept us. This can get very bad very quickly. It can go from dressing like a person to doing everything that person does. This could include eating like them or not eating, going to dangerous places, or doing drugs and or alcohol. Sometimes people even surgically change the way they look just to impress someone. That's the kind of world we live in. Think about that. It's not okay. Alright, being yourself. It's not all like that though. Sometimes there are people who want to help you to be a better you. These people may encourage you to study and love yourself. They will tell you when you're doing something stupid. These people want to see you succeed. They want to see you at your best self. But they will also be there for you at your worst. Time for ethos. Defining peer pressure. ChoosingTherapy.com says this: peer pressure is the process in which individuals within the same group influences others in the group to engage in behavior or activity that they may not otherwise engage in. The link for ChoosingTherapy.com in the description. Now for some statistics from ChoosingTherapy.com. 85% of high schoolers have felt peer pressure. 75% of adolescents have tried alcohol due to peer pressure. 28% of those who give in to peer pressure improved their social status. 70% of teen smokers began as a result of peer pressure. What a surprise. 33% of teen boys feel pressured to have sex. 46% of parents haven't even discussed sexual peer pressure with their kids. That's something that you should discuss as a parent. It's important. 63% of young women feel pressured to dress a certain way. That's over 50%. It's not okay. Overall, peer pressure and the fear of not being accepted is something that we all struggle with throughout our entire lives, especially in middle and high school. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Have a good day. Study. Get some friends. Study with your friends. Well, if you don't have friends, get friends. Even if you do have friends, get more friends. Why not? Just make sure they're okay friends and not like toxic. Study. Don't let other people decide who you are. You decide who you are. No one else. Not me. No one. Except for you and only you. Alright? Hope you enjoyed this one. Remember to like and subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. Alright, bye. I love you.